Hey, what's up with it, Hood News peeps? How are you guys doing? I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to hop on. Friends, I got an update. I don't know, man. I'm throwing breadcrumbs here, basically. But I feel like some of this needs to come out because, like there's always something going on in some of these cases, these murder scenes that we pull up to and whatnot. I'm gonna wait for you guys to hop on, friends. How are y'all doing? Man, all right. Are y'all ready for this? I'm about to drop some stuff on y'all. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember the shooting that happened on Friday night in Pasadena out at that place? All right, I'm gonna wait for y'all. Hey friends, how y'all doing? Do you guys remember the shooting that happened in Pasadena this past weekend where people were eating inside that restaurant and a man got shot and killed, and then the shooter, the people tried to detain the shooter, but he took off? Oh my God, friends. So this is the victim. Hold on, let me show y'all. I want to share this with you guys so that y'all know that there's some other stuff happening. I don't defend murder defendants. I will never defend a murder. I will never say it's okay to kill anybody. Never. But I got to tell y'all something about this victim. All right. Let me show y'all something real quick. Hold on. I'm about to fall out, you guys. Hold on. So there's a GoFundMe going around for this guy. This is the victim, right? That's supposed to be the victim. All right. That victim that died at the restaurant in Pasadena back in June, the 24th of June of this year, some charges were filed on him for sexual assault of a child ages 14 to 17. This guy stayed in Pasadena and he was charged with all of that. So, I got wind of that sexual assault charges that he was facing. I got to tell y'all something, okay? I'm going to say some things about the murder itself. So Friday night in Pasadena, a man was, killed in a restaurant. Something that people told me that really messed with my head was they said that the shooter, and the shooter's been arrested. Let me show y'all the shooter real quick. Somebody told me that the shooter put coins on top of his eyes. He put coins on his eyes. And that means something. That's like some underworld type crap. We're going to look up all of this, friends. We're going to look up. People are donating money to this guy. And he might have not been a really great person in this lifetime. I'm not here to knock down the dead people. But I feel like people need to know that there might be more to this murder. Like, people wanted to know, why would he kill this man inside of a restaurant? Well, I think we're coming down with some ideas. All right. So let me show y'all what Pasadena PD put out real quick. All right. Let me catch you up. And if you have no idea what the hell this crazy woman is talking about, I'm so sorry, friends. Y'all know how I am. All right. So the victim might not be much of a victim. And here's his stuff. Look, sexual assault of a child. His name, the dude's name is Heriberto Zamora, right? Sexual assault. He's got two of them. He's got two. All right. That's his address. We don't need all that. All right. Pasadena PD arrested this guy. Hold on. This guy has been arrested for the man I just showed you's death. Kenneth Leon Scott Jr. We need to figure out what is the connection with him and the dead guy that was arrested for child sexual assault. Yes, somebody just said Boondock Saints. Yes, if you've ever seen the movie, we had people in the movie Boondock Saints. If you've never seen it, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Pulp Fiction and that one. In the movie, there's vigilantes and they kill people that do bad onto others and they place coins on their eyes. Baby, somebody went Hollywood. So this guy, when he killed the alleged chomo, child molester, because this guy did have that kind of stuff, and he got arrested for it, okay? He got arrested. Now, whether he's actually guilty, I don't know. They say innocent till proven guilty. Okay, we'll give you that. We'll give you that. But this guy killed him. This guy right here killed the man who had been arrested for sexual assault on a child. And there's a GoFundMe going around and everybody's donating to it. Just make sure that you know what you're donating to. All right. So why did this guy kill a man who back in June got arrested on 2 counts of sexual assault on a child? Yeah. So I don't know. Is this guy a hero? I don't know. Or what? Is he a vigilante? Is this guy a vigilante? I don't know. Okay. I know the news is making it look like one certain kind of thing. You know, your girl wants to put some light on it. And we're going to do just that. So let me read this to you. Let me read this to you real quick. Let me tell you what Pasadena PD says. Okay. It says Pasadena police were able to identify the suspect known as Kenneth Leon Scott Jr., black male, born 10/2/1976, shortly after the homicide investigation began. In the early morning hours of July the 2nd, Scott was apprehended by the Schulenburg Police Department, right, in Fayette County. Scott was transported to the Fayette County Jail, where he is being held for transport to the Harris County Joint Processing Center. The Harris County District Attorney has accepted charges of murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in regard to last night's incident. That was like a few nights ago, right? The suspect did not disclose a motive at this time. Well, I think we got a motive. I think we got a motive. I really do, friends. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. He's got two. He's got two. This guy, the supposed victim has been charged twice this year. Right? Twice this year for sex crimes against a child or children. All right? And let me show you guys. This is the GoFundMe for the guy that got arrested back in June for sexual assault of a child. Y'all need to stop asking people for money and figure out how y'all are going to bury that man. Ain't nobody trying. If people knew, I don't think they would donate. Whatever. Right? Innocent till proven guilty. Yeah, I get it. Let me show y'all something else, though. This is the victim. This is the one that got killed. All right? This is the guy that got killed. This is him without the shades, without the turtle in the picture, without the GoFundMe. That's him. So, news reporters, if y'all see this, y'all got it. Y'all got it. I'm just throwing some breadcrumbs out. Oh my God, friends. We're going down a rabbit hole here. If you wanna look into more of this, you wanna play detective, you wanna look into stuff, let me give you some information here. So the name of the guy that got killed in Pasadena. What was the name of the restaurant, y'all? What's the name of that restaurant? Hold on. What was the name of the restaurant? Hold on. Pasadena. And he put coins on that dude. He put coins that means that you're trying to send somebody to the underworld. Those coins, putting coins on a dead person after you kill them, supposedly means that you're trying to close off the bridge so that they don't cross to God's side, that they stay in the underworld. Baby, the only person the only people I really ever think should deserve hell and no kind of forgiveness are pedophiles, people that commit crimes against children and elderly, right? So I don't know, friends. That's symbolic. I want to talk to the guy sitting in jail right now for his murder. I want to talk to him. Sir, what happened? Did you lose it? Are you related to the victims? Were you sent out on a hit? Did somebody pay you to go kill him? Hey, sir, what happened? What happened, sir? Can you tell us more about why you did this? He's staying quiet. He is staying quiet. He's not saying not a motherfucking thing. But we do know that the dead guy, the victim on Friday in that shooting inside that restaurant, we do know that he's been arrested last month for this stuff. Hold on. Bubba's 33. And see, I knew before I left from there on Friday that he placed coins on this man. Hold on, let me go get some coins. Let me be back. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all visuals. Hold on. All right, I got coins, y'all. I got coins. He did that. So the way it was described to me, he stood over the dead man and he told people, I guess he said, I'm sorry I did this or something. I don't know. Don't take me out of context. But he stood over the victim and put coins. He put coins on the dead person, y'all. He put coins on the dead person. He put coins on his eyeballs. I'm like, what? Yes. Hold on. Let me, hold on, friends. Man, I am so shook it. Oh my God. This is like some movie shit. Hey Siri, why would somebody put coins after killing somebody on their eyes? All right, so the historical practice of placing coins on the eyes of the deceased. It says placing coins on the eyes of the deceased has historical and cultural significance. Hold on. Symbolic payment for the afterlife. Oh my God. To prevent the deceased from seeing the living. Oh shit. In some cultures, it's held the belief that if the eyes remained open after death, the deceased might see the living and potentially cause them harm or distress. I don't know, friends. I don't know about that one. Craziness, though. Crazy. You can ask the people that were in that restaurant. Ask people, if you know anybody that was in that restaurant, they're going to tell you, yes, he put coins on his eyeballs. He sure did, friends. He did like this. He had the coins. He said, hey, I'm sorry for doing this. And then he put the coins on his eyes. Like this. Can you imagine the crime scene units, the people, the detectives, the crime scene detectives when they, holy shit. Can you imagine? Friends, this is Houston and Pasadena and all these other places in Texas. We're like a movie, dude. Oh my God. So yeah, friends, I just wanted to tell y'all that there is a lot more. Don't. I don't want to say that it's right to kill anybody. Never I want to say that, okay? But there is more to this story than just some random shooting at a restaurant. Like, no, it wasn't random. There's something, and I hope that this guy, right now, this guy's not talking. He has not said, the guy that got arrested, hold on, that's my little son-in-law, hold on. Hey, Chase. I'm on a Facebook Live. Can I call you in a little bit? Everything okay? Okay. Yes. I'll call you back, baby, in a little bit. I'm all animated on Facebook Live. I'll call you back in a little bit. Love you. Okay. All right, bye. That's my daughter's boyfriend. I love Chase. He's been so good to my baby. All right. So I don't want to ever say that it's right, but there's a lot more. This was not some random or I don't know. All I know is that the guy sitting in jail right now for killing this guy has not said why he did it. And I think that now we might have some answers. Somebody says that fingerprints on those coins. They arrested the guy that left the coins. Like, it's already been, like, they got him. If you've been paying attention, they got him, friends. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. So, look, he's got two counts, right? Here's the first one back in June. Sexual assault of a child. The guy that got the coins put on his eyelids. Right? Heriberto. You can look it up, friends. It's all in there. Right? That's the first one. And then this one. This is the second one. So he's got two counts of sexual assault on a child. The guy who was dead in the restaurant who had the coins, these coins placed on his eyeballs. That's what this guy was a defendant accused of touching children or sexually assaulting them. I don't know what this charge, when you go to the images, because it is a sex crime, it doesn't say anything. so I can't pull up the charging instruments. So he made bond. See, he's made bond. Bond made. He had a DUI prior to this, and he's had aggravated. Look. Aggravated sexual assault of a child. Yeah, he went Dexter. Under 14. So there were probably 2 kids. One child between the ages of 14 and 17. And then he was possibly doing something to another child under the age of 14. So that's what it looks like outside looking in. And there's a GoFundMe. Let me show y'all where the GoFundMe's at. Hold on. There is a GoFundMe. Hold on. And y'all, everybody's donating. This guy right here was arrested for this shit right here. And the killer that shot him put coins on his eyes. Yes. Yes. I bet he'll never be charged with shit like that again. I mean, you know, it's a rest in peace if you didn't do it. If you were innocent, sir, then rest in peace. I mean, but I don't know. What y'all think? Hero or zero? Hold on, let me show y'all this the killer. The one who hold on. Pasadena. I don't know, or unless it's a coincidence and he killed him for some other reason. The guy I just showed you with the GoFundMe that got charged with sexual assault of children last month. This is the guy who put the coins on his face. I wish I could talk to this guy right now. Julie says he put coins so he can go into hell or heaven and not come back to his world. That's the way my grandpa explained it. Okay. Todo se paga en esta vida. Amen. Yeah. So just so you know, if you donated, oh, you're great. You're nice. But sometimes, man, we just gotta fall back, friends. Yep. Sometimes we just gotta fall back. Yep. Bond made. So we got other people also looking at the bond. Hold on, let me see. What's the bond on this one? Hold on. Did he have a bond? $25,000. For $25,000, this is what a child molester. Look, a child molester. $25,000 to get out of jail. Somebody says it sounds like Mr. Scott played the role of the Undertaker. Yeah, for real, baby. Yeah. And then the other charge, also $25,000. Here's the aggravated sexual assault. Look, aggravated sexual assault. So you aggravatedly sexually assaulted a child under the age of 14. I don't even, if the documents were around, I still wouldn't even want to read it. All right. $25K. Look, see, $25,000 for aggravated assault of a child. All right. The other charge, that's aggravated, right? Okay. Then the other one also $25,000, regular and then aggravated. Oh my God. I don't know who's getting that GoFundMe money. I'm just letting y'all know. If you want to donate, that's fine. If you believe this guy is a great guy, that's cool, man. Everybody deserves some help to lay their loved ones, you know. Hey, rest in peace, sir, if you didn't do any of this shit. But I don't know, man. This guy might know a little something that we don't know. I wish I could talk to him. Kenneth Leon Scott. I'm hoping his attorney will say something to media. I'm hoping that maybe the attorney on file for this man will say something. Because maybe he might not get charged as much or have to do as much time. I don't know. He could say, man, I don't know. Ain't no telling. Did he lose it? Is he related to these people? I don't know, friends. Just some food for thought. Yeah, this is the guy that put down. This guy right here put down this guy right here. All right, friends. I'll talk to y'all later. More hood news on the way. I'm going to be out and about tonight. Also, I just made a post. I received video today of dead people in caskets. And, you know, man, I never know what y'all are going to send me from one minute to another. But a funeral home has been getting wind because there's a page called We're All Nosy in Baytown. They posted some pictures and some things of some activity happening. Like there's some thug dudes taking pictures with guns next to caskets and all this other stuff. Well, the funeral home has released a statement, and I shared that on my Facebook, and you guys can go check out that post. That's a whole nother scandal. I don't know, but these I'm up to here with mortuaries, and I don't want to deal with the house of death, y'all. I really don't. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. I love y'all, friends. What do y'all think about this?